For today, we got the Eight of Swords and Justice. So, the Eight of Swords is all about feeling trapped and stuck in your mind. Maybe some old stories, some old theories are kind of like going around in a loop, the spirals we can get stuck in. And in this card, you see this little cat and it's sitting in the suitcase. And sometimes I've seen this card as the cat is kind of spiraling about the way that it's thinking that its owners are leaving it behind, or maybe it has this story that my owners don't love me anymore. But it could also be that this cat is going on holiday and it's leaving and it's thinking about all the stories. Where is it going? Maybe it's going back home. And sometimes we have these old patterns that we fall into when we go back home. It's vacation time, it's summer right now. So maybe we're kind of getting into those old stories or old thought patterns, getting stuck in our mind with that. But then I love this card came out, Justice. And Justice is all about finding balance, but then also more leaning towards your logical mind rather than your emotions. Seeing things the way, in a justice is trying to see things for what it really is and not like being swayed maybe by your thoughts and your kind of old stories. But what I also love about this particular card in this deck is that these cats are looking up at the sky, at something in awe, something bigger than them. And I do find that sometimes when we get stuck in our own little stories, we forget that we're part of something bigger. We forget that we're part of a bigger story of tons of things interplay, all interconnected. And sometimes we can't see how maybe something that seems negative at some point in our life might actually end up coming back later and being helpful. I know that's happened to me sometimes in my life where I haven't understood why this hard thing happened or something like that. But down the line, it made sense. Or I didn't understand why there was this difficult thing I had to go through, maybe even a difficult thought pattern I had to work through or kind of figure out or move past some kind of thinking that I had. So today, I think it's about looking at where are you feeling trapped, where are you feeling stuck, and see if you can have a bird's eye view. See if you can see it for a bigger perspective, not getting stuck in your own little story, and seeing if you can see a wider and more universal way of seeing everything.